In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh, my phone. Hello, guys. Hi. Hello, everyone. How are you? Um, okay, got light. God said, oh, God said, let there be light. And let me get some air in here. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Moto. Oh, I love the shirt. Oh, yeah. One of the guys in group, Sylvester, he made this shirt. He makes most of the shirts that I wear. Thank you. From his Etsy shop, which I can't remember the name of anymore. Has a unique name to it. I don't think you ever saw him in group charm because he would come in like at 11 because he used to work late. So I don't know if he still works late anymore. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you, Lisa. I ain't got nothing for you. I can't. What? What am I gonna say? Mm, Okay. Finally, I showed up on time. I know I be trying. Like my heart is truly in a good place. It is. But if this is any, if you all can see, this is a very good indication of how I treated my 9 to 5s. I understood I need to be at work at 4. I got it. I would show up at 8:30, sometimes 9, with IHOP coffee, sometimes a whole breakfast because I couldn't finish it because I was so late that I was like, oh, I really need to go to work. So I'd have them wrap it up, but literally walk in with the breakfast and coffee in tow. Second coffee. This is the to go coffee. Girl. Got fired from every job. They didn't know the value of me. They didn't know. What is it? What Jesus say? Father, they know not what they do. Did you did you know that statement, Father, they know not what they do, does not appear in every Bible? There are different versions of Jesus, and I think another one was I'm gonna paraphrase, but another one was like, "Take me, Lord, I'm done." Another one was like, "Fuck these people, I'm out." No, just kidding, just kidding. Also, for those of you that follow the King James Bible, he was a bastard. He was a he was sometimes gay, sometimes not gay, and that's not against the gays, but I just don't understand a Bible. I think he even, now I'm going to get this wrong. He either slept with his sister or slept with his mother. I think it was slept with his sister. This dude was weird and he was freaky. And he wanted to divorce his wife based upon the Bible that was in control at the time. He couldn't, so he was like, "I'm gonna make my own goddamn Bible," and he did. And then they gave it away for free. The King James version of the Bible is the most sold Bible, and it's made by a pervert. You don't have to believe me. That's why there's nothing there that reveres women. We're always subservient. And that whole story about Adam and Eve, none of it is true. Adam would have ate the damn apple. By the way, did you know that God never told Eve not to eat the apple? If that part is true, he told Adam not to eat the apple. He never told Eve. I can't. I can't. We are not arguing. We having a full moon in Mars, Aries, whatever. We are not gonna argue the truth. Oh, you're talking about yourself, so girl. Well, you hit it right on the nose if you were talking about me. I never show up on time. Okay, let's go back up. Hi, Carmen. How are you? Nice picture. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Hi, Demetra. How are you, sweetie? Charm, Charm, Charm's gonna come on so we can talk about the houses because I'm really confused about the houses once the moon shows up. I have to explain to you what I'm saying, and then I might send you a video. I'll send you a video of someone talking about the houses in each sign, and I don't know how we get to different houses. But so I'll send you a video, John, so you can understand my mindset. Morning, L. Williams. Hi, Stephen. I remember him in a group meet chat. Yes, yes. He would be like the last one to come in. Mm. No, I think he's still in the group meet chat. Every once in a while he shows up. So if you want to ask him, just put, at Sylvester, and he'll tell you what his SD account. But I heard, well, maybe it's for Virgin Islands. I heard Virgin Islanders can't get SD accounts anymore. I don't know what that's about. I think maybe they think it's from China. I don't know. I'm confused. Hi, it's a vibe. Oh, I love that picture. I love those glasses. Hi, Sissy. On time, late, early. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad to be here too. By the way, hi, Incognito. I want to tell you all that my hair oil, because of a certain someone that's in charge of the United States and hates China and has put tariffs on everything, my hair oil, not only does it cost what I charge, now we've got tariffs. So I don't know how you guys do it over there, but this is the hair oil. You can get it from Tracy. Let me see. Oh, I get a headache now. TracyBrownLive.com. This hair oil will give you the longest ponytail. This ponytail is down my back and it's up in the middle of my head. Um, Now there are duty tariffs added to the package that I'm sending out. So every 3-day package, so that you can get it in 2 to 3 days, now is an additional $3.30. So basically, this motherfucker's putting me out of business. I am going to sell the oils until all the bottles are done, but there's no profit margin now. So I really tried to grow y'all's hair, grow y'all's edges. My edges grew right back. No, not grew back. I never had edges. I never had baby hair. Now I got baby hair because a fuzz grew. One of my people that has alopecia, she told me like months ago, a year ago, she's like, there's fuzz growing because I got growing hands. That's why. I got the magic touch. I tried. You can't ever say I didn't try, but what can you do when you have people that don't want you to be independent or successful? And this is par for the course of the game changing, right? I talked about that. That's why I was like, don't buy expensive items. There's other shit coming down the pike. This is just the beginning of the drama. And we have 3 years and 3 months left with this man. Oh, thank you. Those edges are edging. Thank you. That's what the oil does. It brings out the thickness in your hair. It does. So if anybody wants it, TracyBrownLive.com. Just go to the website. Don't worry about the tariffs. I'm not adding extra fees to it. It's too much. I'll just take the hit. He's putting everyone out of business. You might have to increase your price to offset the new tax, unfortunately, but it's already $25. It sounds crazy to me to make it 28. And the thing about my hair, and I made it 4 ounces, right? Because 2 ounces is $10 in the Chinaman store. I made it 4 ounces. I already added on the $5 for shipping. Certain states have more shipping, so they have to sometimes it comes out to 30, and now I'm supposed to add another $3. That's crazy to me. I'll take the hit. It won't be that big of a deal. Hi, brown sugar, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy. It's new. It's new. They have this new app from the Virgin Islands, and then you have to take a picture of what you're putting inside. And every time I took a picture, they're like, it's from China. And I was like, no, it's not. It's from the Virgin Islands. So once the system understood, because I had back to back packages, once the system understood, then I could process. So the maximum I got for a 3-day package, the smallest size, was $3.30. Now, mind you, when I tell you there's no profit here, they raised the prices to a 3-day package. When I first got here, it was like, I think $7. They always raise it around Christmas, right? And now it's just permanently raised to $10. I just think they don't want anything coming out of the Virgin Islands. I wonder why, but it's all weird. It's all very weird. Weirdo ness. Also, everybody check your phones. There's something where Google and Zoom wants to record your sessions. And as I put my video on right now, there's a video up, and there's no way to stop it. These people cannot be trusted. That's all I have to tell you. Big Brother is on it. All right. Hi, AMC. Good morning. Good health. All right, guys. We have Taylor Swift's album, and I really want to get through all of these videos because, people have things that they want to say, right? These are absolutely in no perfect order, but two people started this off. I'm going to get the two people up first. Let me know if there's an echo, guys. Hi, Minnie Moons. Hi, sweetie. I did hear this, Noel. I did hear that it is terrible. Terrible. But she's got her paid man now, her arranged marriage. Okay. No, it's not. It's not up yet. Okay, here we go. This is the first one.
Well, well, well. So I want.
Let
Well,
me.
well. So I want to touch on something for a second. If you're not into Taylor Swift, you can scroll past this. I'm not a Swiftie, by the way, but I've never ever had a problem with Taylor Swift. Her music's just not for me. But there's nothing wrong with it, you see. But over the weekend, my entire feed on all my social media platforms was filled with Swifties coming unglued and unhinged over the new album drop, Life of a Showgirl. Should have been titled Death of a Showgirl, dear, because it is over from here. But I just want to say to all the Swifties out there today, I want to apologize is what I want to do. I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry because 4 months ago, I started to film a video to pre-warn you that it was the end of the Swiftie era, friend. But I decided not to. In the middle of filming that video, it occurred to me that the world was on fire and you didn't need anybody pissing in your Cheerios. So I backed away and deleted the video. I'm not scared of Swifties coming after me. That had nothing to do with that. But I just thought, you know what? The world's on fire. Don't piss in their fucking Cheerios today. But now you've been served pissy Cheerios. And you're not okay. I want to issue a thank you to Miss Swift today for proving to the world what I've been trying to get people to see for quite some time, baby. So men and women all across the place, non-binaries too, listen up, honey. If there's a lesson to be learned from Life of a Showgirl, it is this. This is the lesson to be learned. Not all dip is the same. Dumb dip is filled with dumb cum. And if you swallow dumb cum, you become dumb. Because objectively, if you just look at it lyrically, objectively, it looks like a 14-year-old boy wrote those songs from what he thought was the perspective of another 14-year-old girl. You're 35, Taylor. You're not 14, and you're not a little boy. And the influence of the dumb cum that you have swallowed, hon, well, Death of a Showgirl today, that's what that influence got you, didn't it? I'm not even going to touch on the fact that some of those lyrics in there, baby, the way that they could be interpreted, well, I guess I'll say it this way. Imagine being a white guy in the US of A who has not deconstructed your inherent inbred racism, dear. You've never actually deconstructed any of that. But you want to be cool and you want to be accepted. So what do you do instead of actually putting in the work to deconstruct all that the patriarchy taught you about racism and colonism, dear? What do you do instead of the work because you're a mediocre-ass white man in the US of A? You go out and buy yourself a pair of Jordans or get a really cool haircut and start dating a black girl. That's what you do. Because it's what white women here in the US of A do too. When you don't want to do the work and put the work in to deconstruct your racism, friend, you just fuck a black guy and you think it'll be okay? You think that'll explain away your fucking racism today? But objectively, if you look at those lyrics, baby, they will come off as something that an insecure little 14-year-old white boy wrote when he was trying to impress another insecure, mediocre-ass little white girl, honey. That's how they'll come off. Because basically, she's so full of that dumb cum that she can't think for herself no more, hun. She built her entire platform off of being a strong, independent woman and thinker. And for some reason, mediocre-ass white women seem to think that once you are bound into another man, that all of a sudden you're not allowed to think for yourself independently anymore. It's because you bound yourself to a dumb fucking whore. When you have the right man, baby, and he lays that pipe, right, honey? You're still allowed to think for yourself, dear. Deuces, I'm out of here.
Oh, that's what I call a beating. That was definitely a beating. Oh, let me see what you all got to say, because that was a beating. The read. Oop, oop. Oh my, have mercy, have mercy. Banner, the writing is horrible, shockingly, actually. I hollered. She took a beating. She beat her down. Me too. Love the accent. I love that lady. She keeps me laughing. Hi, Creative Soul. I don't know. What's payola? Jade, I don't know what payola is. Uh, uh, uh. All right.
The fame and popularity that she has today mainly for two reasons. Number one, she's a mediocre white woman. And she reminds other mediocre white women in JLo that not only is mediocre okay, but it can get you very far. And I know what you're going to say, oh my God, but she's an amazing songwriter, singer, but I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. She's been writing about the same thing for 20 years. If I were writing about the same thing for 20 years, I'd it too. I don't And not only has she been writing the same album with different font for 20 years, but nothing about her has improved. Her dancing is still the same as it was 20 years ago. Again, she's writing about the same thing. She literally has not improved in any way in her career. And why is that? Because she's a mediocre white woman, and y'all will praise her for being a mediocre white woman. She knows she doesn't have to do anything more. Whatever she does, whatever she puts out, y'all are going to buy it. Number two, and I know y'all are not ready for this one, but ready or not, here I come. Y'all still see her as a little girl who was bullied by the big scary black man on the VMA stage in 2009. Now, friendly reminder, multiple things can be true at once. Kanye was dead the fuck wrong for doing that in that moment, and at the very same time, y'all have been infantilizing and coddling this woman since it happened. That's also why y'all feel the need to constantly compare Taylor Swift to Beyonce, because in that moment, Kanye was praising Beyonce over Taylor Swift, and so since that moment, y'all have felt the need to protect Taylor Swift and defend her virtue and prove why she deserved that award and other praises over Beyonce, and have never let Beyonce know a day of peace, even though number one, Beyonce was mortified in that moment and did not want Kanye to do that. And number two, when Beyonce was on the stage, she brought Taylor back on the stage to give her her moment. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and if you disagree with me, I could not give a fuck less. Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
She's my other favorite little girl. It's so true. She hasn't grown vocally. There's no range. Illegal practice of a person or entity giving money, goods, or services to a broadcaster to gain airplay or other promotion events of a song or the content without the public knowing. I'm not getting into that. What is payola in slang? Informal, secret or private payment in return for the promotion. I'm not getting into that. Nope. Let me see what professional person is going to take Taylor Swift down for paying artists. Let me see. It won't be me. I'm not doing it.
Done listening to the new Taylor Swift album, The Life of a Showgirl, and goddamn, that was rough. First off, lyrically, this has to be some of the worst songwriting of Taylor's career on this album. Throughout the album, I felt like Taylor was writing from the perspective of a 13-year-old girl, but when in reality, she's 35 years old. It comes across as insanely corny. Also, all of the songs thematically really don't match up with the title, The Life of a Showgirl. Production-wise, it's not necessarily bad, but it definitely feels bland and safe to me. Add in lackluster hooks and dated song concepts, and we might have Taylor's worst album of all time. Oh yeah, and that Charlie XCX diss? What are we doing? I'm sure the Swifties will disagree, but this album is bad. Also, shame on Rolling Stone for giving this a 5 out of 5. If you like this video and want to see more music content, make sure to smash that follow button, even all the Swifties.
Okay, that was pretty much your answer. Um, Here we go. What's payola? Where are you? Who asked the question? I think I did a reading charm on that. I don't know who asked the question, but I don't know. I mean, everyone else seems to think the album sucks. Rolling Stone gave it a 5 out of 5. What do you think? This is where we got to look at our psychic senses, because even in asking a question, you already feel it. So if Rolling Stone gave it a 5 out of 5, and everybody that I'm going to portray is telling you that it sucks, white, black, and different, oh, that's a problem.
Swift's new album is many things. Unfortunately, good is not one of them. I knew the album wasn't going to be good as soon as the title was revealed, but the promo pics made me curious, so I have listened to the album in full. And now, having listened to it, the album's problem is glaringly obvious. The problem is Taylor Swift is aging out of being a white girl. Before you scroll, let me cook. When Taylor was a teenager, she wanted to be a pop star, so her parents decided to take the country route. Keep in mind, this is the 2000s. Pop music was highly sexual, it was sleazy, and then you had things like bling rap. It's not a place for a little white girl. Country music, on the other hand, loves a little white girl, and she's blonde, they'll eat her up. So her family moved from Pennsylvania to Tennessee to launch her country career. That's why for the first several years of her career, she faked a southern accent. She was trying to fit in, seem authentic. Once the pop landscape started to change the late 2000s and early 2010s, that's when she started to transition to making pop music. And now to talk about white girls. White girls don't have sex. They don't know what that is. White girls they're cute, they're adorable, they're like dolls, they're precious, they have to be protected. Do you remember a couple months ago whenever parents would bring their kids to Sabrina Carpenter shows and then act aghast because Sabrina Carpenter, who is a highly sexual artist, was referencing sex on stage? Of course they were, because how could a short, cute little white girl who is also blonde, a blonde, cute little white girl, how could she possibly know what sex is? It's the assumption. A woman having sexual freedom and willingly engaging in sex is highly associated with blackness. You can see this most clearly when it comes to things like Disney and Nickelodeon stars. Miley Cyrus, she was Hannah Montana, all-American girl. And what does she do whenever she wanted to shed the Disney image and say, hey, I'm not just a little girl anymore? She releases Can't Be Tamed in bangers. Ariana Grande, another cute little white girl. What does she do whenever she wants to shed the childhood image? She releases Dangerous Woman in Sweetener. They would do things like hang out with rappers. They would incorporate black music styles into their own music. So that way whenever they'd be sexual, it's like, oh, I'm not just a little white girl anymore. And over time, they would drift away from that because that wasn't who they authentically were. They were just using that as a way to escape the chains of being a white girl. Taylor Swift has never had to do that, and why would she? She makes being a white girl so fucking profitable. And the thing about Taylor Swift is that being a white girl is not just profitable for her, it's her entire brand. Because she's just like so awkward. And whenever she dances on stage, she's like bad because she's like awkward. And she loves like cats and baking and like hanging out with her fans. And she would likely continue with this forever, except for one small problem. Taylor Swift is 35 years old. And it's not like she's showing signs of aging or anything, but the brand of being a white girl is very much being a white girl. What happens in a few years whenever she's 40? What happens whenever she starts to get wrinkles? Once you're middle-aged, it's not cute anymore to be awkward. So she's aging out of being a white girl, but she doesn't have a brand or really even a sense of self outside of being a white girl. Also, low-key, this is the entire key to her relationship with Travis Kelce, which is not going to go well, but that's a story for another day. And keep in mind, the world has been moving on. An artist like Sabrina Carpenter could not exist 10 years ago. There was nowhere in the pop landscape for her. For like a cute little white girl who's that sexual. It didn't exist. And then on top of that, things have been rapidly changing politically. So people want different things from women now. And The Life of a Showgirl is a testament to Taylor's inability to rise to the occasion. Like on the song Wish List. Oh, everybody wants bright lights and designer things, and they want like a fat ass. But me, then we get to the chorus, but me, I just want to have all of your kids. I want to have all of your kids, and then I want to live in a house, and I want the driveway to have a basketball hoop in it for our kids. And Taylor's personal struggle between her being her own woman and her being a cute little white girl is really embodied by the song Wood. It's called Wood because it's in reference to Travis Kelce's his that it's that. But the song isn't sexual at all, because the song isn't about sex. It's about a woman justifying the fact that she has sex. The song starts with her picking petals off of a daisy. Oh, he loves me not. Taylor portrays herself as being super insecure until Travis Kelce digmatizes her and opens up her eyes. And keep in mind, white girls cannot be sexual beings. It's not that she has sexual feelings, it's that a man came along and unlocked it in her. The curse was lifted. You see, you guys, it's not about sex at all. It's about love. His love was the key that opened my thighs. I don't have sexual feelings. I'm just a little white girl. Because this album is supposed to be her embodying her sexual energy, thus, life of a showgirl. But Taylor either feels unable or isn't willing or whatever it is you want it to be. Taylor doesn't actually embody it. She doesn't explore it because the embodiment of her sexual energy would come at the expense of the brand of Taylor Swift. It's seemingly not compatible, or at least she thinks, or her team thinks, that it's not compatible. So she has to be her own fully embodied grown woman in order to keep up with the times, but she also has to be like a cute little white girl in order to keep up with the brand of Taylor Swift. And in trying to do both, she successfully does nothing. I would be really curious to know if the album was even her idea, especially since so many of the songs sound like rejected tracks off of some of her old albums. Also, how are you gonna have an album called Life of a Showgirl and yet not a single fucking song on the album has a brass section? Showgirl music is big band, it's blaring horns, it's a hell of a lot of fun. And it just did not exist on this album. Not to mention, none of the songs actually have anything to do with being a showgirl, and really not even the song The Life of a Showgirl. Like, she could have just used the word follies once and I would have been satisfied. But discussing why the music isn't good sonically is not really the purpose of this video. If you have any questions or you disagree with me, please let me know. I love thinking about white women, and Taylor Swift is just, she's the embodiment of it. She really is.
All right. On somebody's post, two people, I put, well, this is about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. I put, well, this culture, like their women, when I say this culture, like their women sexualized like a 15-year-old. They want to keep them at 15. She doesn't know that's colonization on her and her womanhood. She's a DEI hire. She doesn't know it. That's why they have such a big pedo problem in their culture. It's not her, it's them. The weirdo men. She has been taught to never grow up. And yes, Kanye did not help at all. But look, even 10 years later, Jay-Z had to pay for Beyonce to be recognized as Entertainer of the Decade, and we are still in the same decade because they can't give a Black woman, Beyonce, her just due credits. A big ding-dong that Taylor Swift is receiving is not a flex, but now she's sexualized forever. Imagine the visions in the minds of grown men. She doesn't know it. Who's going to tell her? Little Miss DEI. That it's the cultural game put on her by men in the music industry, just like Britney. Because the last time I said something in a video, in one of my videos, about Taylor Swift saying she can't get no man, she wrote Shake It Off. It's basically pretending to be a concept album with nothing behind it. I think she chose the showgirl theme solely for the visual effects, to sexualize her. Oh, thank you. If anybody wants a reading with me, contact me at 213-458-7408. I feel she should have taken a long vacation after her tour, recalibrate. I think she felt obligated to send to her fiance publicly to cover she doesn't want to get married. You know what? I'm going to just call it. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Taylor Swift is gay. She's a lesbian. Period. She has to do what they say because she works for the NFL. I said it. That's it. That's it. She's a lesbian. And because of her contract with the NFL, which is a male-centered Republican institution, she now has to pretend to like Travis. Those people have no love chemistry. Right now, in your phones, look at pictures of them currently. There's nothing there. He had so much more chemistry with the black girl, Kayla. Sorry, Taylor. You're jealous of her. That's why the album is inauthentic, because she's a lesbian. Allegedly, and in my opinion. You heard it here first.
Talk about for a second about how 8 out of 12 songs on Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, is marked explicit. Now, I could give you the Bible verses about corrupt speech and filthy speech and all that, but like, I don't even think I need to, because the world itself is marking them. If the world, which doesn't even know Jesus, doesn't claim to follow Christ, has to mark them to let you know that, hey, there's some raunchy stuff in this. Hey, you should probably not let little kids listen to it. If they have to mark it, do you think as Christians, you should be listening to it? Like, serious question. Can we please stop pretending that Taylor Swift holds to Christian values? She doesn't. She is playing for the other team, y'all. You have to stop listening to it. You cannot be a part of the kingdom of light and be promoting and glorifying and singing along to the music of the kingdom of darkness. You can't do it. You can't play for both teams. It doesn't work. Because when you get to heaven, there will be no excuse for you. You will not be able to get to heaven as a Christian and say, well, Jesus, like she said that she was a Christian, so I didn't know that I shouldn't be listening. The world told you. You didn't even have to get it from the Bible, although you should. There's no excuse.
Just not the King James Bible, because he's a pedo. Sissy, I know. Child, you've been consistent in saying she's a lesbian. I know. I've always said it, and I won't stand down from it.
Taylor Swift, here's your reason to stop. Life of a Showgirl is hands down her worst album that she's ever created. And if you're a parent who allows your child to listen to Taylor Swift, you might want to reconsider it after this. Taylor Swift is no longer the sweet little innocent girl that we all used to love whenever she sang songs like 15, Teardrops on My Guitar, or Tim McGraw, but she's gone full-blown demonic ever since Look What You Made Me Do came out. And many people blew it off, but if you still listen, you may want to stop now, because Life of a Showgirl has 8 out of 12 songs that are marked explicit. And she has lyrics that talks about selling her soul to the devil, offing a girl, and a few other disgusting lyrics that I won't say, but I'll put them up on the screen and block out the words for you. She even sings about Travis Kelce's redwood tree and saying she knows that she doesn't have to catch a bouquet to know a hard rock is on the way, if you know what I mean. She even has a diss track for Charlie XCX. And this album is filled with explicit sexual innuendos, undertones of selling your soul, and it's just all around awful. So stop listening to Taylor Swift and share this with a Swiftie.
You got a lot of these guys. Sit back.
Calling Taylor Swift's new album Republican coded because
It obviously is. And if you can't realize that, you're a victim of the media literacy crisis. If only for the song Cancelled, where she, the billionaire, paints herself as the victim of cancel culture. People rightfully pointed out the person she was dating did a racist thing. But beyond that, I mean, that's enough. That's obvious. Making, number one, that, and number two, an album about like an idealized form of like what is a typical American family, ideally, of like living in a suburb, being in a monogamous relationship, finding peace and joy, and basically just kind of being a housewife. Those are Republican virtues. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad things, but they are things that Republicans and conservatives and sometimes liberals use. And ignoring that they are used in that way in our political climate is not like a gotcha moment. It is a lack of media literacy. So yeah, Taylor Swift's new album is clearly political, right? Even if it's not intentionally so. And it is political in exactly the politics that likes to hide itself, which is conservatism. Further, doing this album, which is basically like a victory lap that is bad, all people are literally being disappeared by a Gestapo, there is a genocide going on, and rising fascism in America is distasteful. It is distasteful to release an album that, and have not commented on any of the bad shit going on, that celebrates how ideal and good your life is. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you have to do so awarely. And failing to do that, yeah, does normalize the state of existence you're in right now.
See you, Lisa. Go enjoy your meeting. Thank you for joining us. She deserves to be dragged. Sorry, not sorry. I'm with you. Bye, Lisa. Just come back and finish it, because a lot of people had a lot of opinions on this bitch. This bitch. The bitch. I don't know if this is real. It's AI.
We won't leave until tonight. Girl, boss too close to the sun.
I don't know if that's true. If they were protesting outside her house, like, whatever.
Officially endorsed Donald Trump. Taylor Nation soft launched the endorsement today on their Instagram page with these photos. They posted 12 photos to represent the 12 years that Trump will serve in office once he gets elected in 2028. In each of the 12 photos, Taylor wears an all-orange outfit, representing our orange president. The caption reads, "Thinking about when she said, 'See you next era,' with a heart on fire emoji representing burning down the American institutions." Fox News talking head Grant E. Gibbs has even chimed in to support her endorsement. A lot of us suspected this was coming from Taylor's previous antics earlier this summer with these people. I hope that you have been informed from my news. Thank you for being here. I actually wasn't done. Taylor has claimed that she can leave us Easter eggs up to 3 years in advance. What did she do 3 years ago? Oh, I don't know. Start dating Chiefs quarter front end. Something. If you mix together red and yellow, it makes orange. And you didn't even see the sun.
Well, I have no idea what she was talking about, but she has definitely turned Republican because of the NFL. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. To be fair, she has spoken out against Orange many times. That's before her engagement. Once a dick enters the room, all bets are off. I could tell you in my readings. Once a dick enters the room, I expect no one to listen to me. I give them readings to understand how much danger they're in. But a dick entered the room, which means she must have got paid good for it. Not the dick. She must have got paid well for this agreement to marry him. No, I don't think she supports him. I think there's a subliminal message in support of him. Okay, let's do it this way, Noel. Since her engagement, has she spoken out against Trump? If she does not speak out against Trump, she is supporting him. And yeah, me and John or me and Sean did a reading on her, and we both agreed she was gay. I kind of do remember that. But that's what I'm saying to you. So when you're being intuitive, we don't deal with what's obvious, right? That's really important when you're being intuitive. When you're intuitive, you go, let me see. Let me see if she speaks out against him. She could speak out against him if she wants. Every other celebrity has done it. What was the most recent thing? Disney. I didn't see her saying anything. She could if she wants to. So don't give her any grace. Watch what unfolds. What I'm saying is, watch, she will not speak out against Trump ever again. That's what I'm saying. Guys, you got to, okay. They work for the NFL. This engagement is an NFL marriage. So now I'm saying, since they got engaged, full stop. Wait, you'll see. Well, you don't have to, but if you take yourself out of it and look at the power that plays around with these people, you're going to see she's not going to talk bad about him. She can't. Cannot. Watch. I totally believe that she is beholden to the NFL. That means just zip it. Just zip it, pretty little girl. No worries. No worries. I knew who you meant. You'll see. I'm not going to argue over no stupid white girl. Because I already know. I know what time of day it is. There's money behind
Shocking lyrics on Taylor Swift's album after listening to it. On the song Wood, Taylor Swift gets pretty explicit, more than what we're used to. She says, "Forgive me if it sounds cocky. He hypnotized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs." Next, in the song Wish List, she talks about wanting kids.
God.
She says, "Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you, got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop, boss up, settle down, got a wish list." This almost sounds like she's ready to retire and just settle down, have some kids. Next, we have Eldest Daughter, where she reflects about marriage. She said, "When I don't believe in marriage, that was a lie." She wrote all these songs before she got engaged to Travis Kelce. So I feel like this is her hinting that, she's gonna get married. Next, we have the song Canceled, where she admits that she loves friends that have gotten canceled. She said, "Good thing I like my friends canceled. I like them cloaked in Gucci and in scandal." And fans think this could be about her friend Blake Lively, who is in the middle of all the "it ends with us" drama. But if you really listen to the song, it sounds like she's still friends with her. And next, we have the song Actually Romantic, which fans think this was a diss to Charlie XCX. She says, "I heard you call me boring Barbie when the cokes got you brave. High five my ex, and then you said you're glad he ghosted me." Charlie is married to George Daniel from the 1975. Taylor's ex is Matt Healy, who was also in the 1975, which means that they definitely crossed paths a lot. Taylor never confirmed that this song was about Charlie. However, I feel like a lot of fans are just connecting the dots, being like, this might have been about her.
Well, I think that's the point. I think that's the point to get. I feel like she sold her soul when she did a partnership with the NFL, because she can only have concerts at the NFL. And I feel like that was the beginning of selling her soul. I really do. And then I think Travis came along. I agree with you, Tracy. They are both being used to change each other's image. Who's the handler in this relationship? The NFL is the handler. But if you look at the NFL, it's all the presidents. All of them. How many teams are there? It's all of them. And this is where some powerful people can convince her to play the game. So it is sad that someone could convince her to give up their happiness, but also, they kind of had to get Taylor because they never want white women to be empowered. So they needed to get Taylor under control. She kept attracting kids 10, 15 years younger than her. She was teaching them how to be independent, and they need them barefoot and pregnant. The white women, they need submissive, barefoot, and pregnant. They need these white babies to come out. So now she's going to be on the trajectory of making babies. Because that's the idealized placement for white women. Dead ass. Dead ass. And that's their culture. You got to understand their culture. Their culture is to keep their white women looking like Britney Spears for the rest of their lives. That's right. Britney knows nothing else but to twirl around, in her mansion, half naked and shaking that ass. Because she was never taught anything else except to be sexualized. They got Taylor at 15 and she tried to break through. She tried to be empowered. She's a Stepford wife now. They got her. They got her. Thank you. 32 teams? And most of them have multiple partners. Like there's no one ownership anymore. So imagine the conglomerate that the NFL is that needs this blonde 15-year-old stabilized as a 15-year-old. Taylor Swift will be 45 playing 15. Taylor Swift sold her soul. Period. She might as well go work for Turning Point.
His penis?
Yeah, there's a song.
She's singing about his penis?
Yeah.
Song on the new album about,
about
his
his
penis.
Do you want me to read the lyrics and you tell me?
Okay.
He amatized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Yeah.
Is the key to her thighs?
That's the lyric of a Taylor Swift song? Woof. All right.
She also has a song where she says that her dick is bigger.
Her dick is bigger?
She says, my dick's bigger. I listened to the full album
CJ?
this morning. Didn't like it.
All right. More lyrics, please.
And baby, I'll admit I've been a little superstitious. The curse on me was broken by your magic wand. Seems to me that you and me would make our own luck. New heights of manhood.
Yeah.
Manhood. I've got to knock on wood. She said
She wrote a song about Travis Kelce's dick.
All right. She's how old? Like 40.
This is disgusting. No, Tracy, very true. She sold her soul, still claiming to be a Christian. To me, Christians are the worst. I don't even know how to explain that. Every time y'all want to talk about, not y'all, not you guys, y'all want to talk about Christian this and Christian that, we have all seen Christians do the worst shit. Just disgusting. Not the Christians, but the claim of being a Christian, but no one can hold on to the title and be a good Christian. No one can.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be written into a song in such a cheap and vulgar way. And the irony, it didn't even come from my ex, it came from his new girlfriend. And you, Travis, sat back in silence. When I saw the interpretations of Opalite, I laughed and then I got pissed. Why drag a long dead relationship back into the spotlight as some metaphor? That's not art, that's recycling my life as secondhand content for entertainment. The lyric, "She was always on her phone," instantly got thrown on me as if I'm some clout-chasing girl who lives off Instagram. Please, I'm a sports analyst. Being online is part of my job. That's my career, not some cheap excuse for your narrative. And Travis, you know the truth. You know exactly what I gave up, what I put into that relationship. You also know I was never the villain in anybody's story. But now, because of your silence, I'm the easy target. If you felt lonely back then, you should have said it to my face, not let someone else sing it years later. That's not honesty, that's cowardice. I'm not the backdrop to your love story. I'm Kayla Nicole. And this time, I won't stay quiet.
I don't know why you stayed quiet in the first place if you thought you were going to get him back. Hell, I thought you were going to get him back. Look at this picture. Look how much he loves her. Look how much he's grabbing on her. With Taylor and him, look at that. And by the way, is he looking like a dad there, like his father? Because that looks disgusting. Like she's being all dramatic. She's beautiful. Look, she has to be all over him to prove a point.
Was on her phone, instantly got thrown on me as if I'm some clout-chasing girl who lives off Instagram. Please, I'm a sports analyst. Being online is part of my job. That's my career, not some cheap excuse for your narrative. And Travis, you know the truth. You know exactly what I gave up, what I put into that relationship. You also know I was never the villain in anybody's story. But now, because of your silence, I'm the easy target. If you felt lonely back then, you should have said it to my face, not let someone else sing it years later. That's not honesty, that's cowardice. I'm not the backdrop to your love story. I'm Kayla Nicole. And this time, I won't stay quiet.
Beautiful Baby O says she wasn't. They didn't want him to get her back, and he has totally turned into a creepy dad type. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I thought he was cute at one point. He looks terrible since he's been with Taylor. Yes. Photo symmetry is a real thing. His symmetry with Kayla is either equal or, oh, thank you, Big Game Chicks, or towards each other. With Taylor, they lean away from each other. Body language, photo symmetry. I watch all that shit. He does not like her. This is a marriage contract, and he's going to be forced to make white babies with her. And I bet you 2-1, that dick never enters her. She's going to wind up having IVF treatments. I don't know if it's going to be announced. But she's going to have IVF treatments because they will not be having sex. Me too, Noelle. Like every time I hear Christian, and I've had to have a conversation with God because I've had to say, am I wrong for feeling this way? Like, I'm not against Jesus. Jesus is my ascending master. But it's the way that they throw it down our throats. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Christians. I want people to do the right thing. I want you not to cheat. I want you not to treat Palestine poorly. I want you to treat Black people right? And Christians, Black Christians, I want you to not trust your pastors who wants to fuck the whole congregation. my God, I can't take the version of Christian that means so much to everyone. I can't take it anymore. I just can't. It has no meaning. I've joined every denomination I could possibly can. You know, I've gone to Pentecostal church. Those motherfuckers scare me. I don't have time for all that yelling and screaming and going up and down. I don't care who's Pentecostal. I don't give a fuck. I grew up Catholic. Even the Hindu, Indian culture, they don't have any female prominent. They're all male centered. Like, get the fuck out of here. Maybe one. It's just crazy. Maybe one deity, one or two, depending upon which culture. They might throw us a bone and give us one. I think Kuan Yin, is that male or female? And Lakshmi, I'm not even sure if Lakshmi is male or female, because they kind of trick you. Let's find out. Okay, Kuan Yin is female. And these are the ones that I like. I like Kuan Yin and Lakshmi. I'm going to spell it wrong. She's female. But they have very few known ones in all the cultures. They're all male centered. So you know what? Fuck everybody. No, a Salakit would be too obvious. Mm-mm. I know Kayla looks gorgeous. Thank you. It has no meaning, Noelle. It's all projection. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be alone. And did I show that one? Yeah.
To see the tides have turned on Taylor Swift in terms of this newest album, because she's been celebrated and loved by so many people for so long. And now this new album comes out and people are like really mad, saying it's terrible, saying it's horrible. And then there's these people that are not fans of Taylor Swift going, "Oh, you're just now discovering that she's not good?" Like, it's just interesting to see the tide turning from people that are gigantic fans of Taylor Swift are now saying, "Wow, this album is terrible. Like, what's going on?" And then you have all these people on this other side where they're like, "Well, we've never been fans, and you're just now noticing these issues with her music." Like, this has been a thing we've noticed for a long time, because there's always been this discussion of people that are not fans of Taylor Swift, like, why is she so popular? Like, what makes her special? I don't know what's going on. It's just very interesting to see the internet just turning and really having just like an uproar and a lot of discussion coming out of this, because like, for me, I've never been a fan of her music. I haven't. But I'm not going out of my way to like attack and bash her and all that kind of stuff. It's just funny to see that there's all these fans of her are saying, "Wow, her music is terrible," and people are like, "Well, how did you, like, why did it take you so long for you to realize this?"
Why did it take you so long to find out that it's terrible? No, no one said it took anybody too long to find out. I think we've all been saying it.
It has been really fun to watch the Swifties crash out on the internet over this new album that Taylor Swift just released. And it's not the fact that this is a bad album. I mean, it is inferior to her previous work, both lyrically and musically speaking. And it's not even the fact that she is coming across as a mean girl, insecure, punching down at other artists. What's bothering people, and as it should, is the fact that she's coming across as racist. She's coming across as transphobic. She is essentially serving the Republican agenda in song form, and people are pissed about it, as they should be, as they really should be, because, you know, people are recognizing that she is a brand. This brand has been changing. It's not cool anymore to align with Kamala Harris, to be an ally, to speak on behalf of marginalized communities, to push for people's rights. Now, in this political climate, we are looking for people to punch out some white babies and make the street look exactly like them. Straight from her wish list song, right? Or listen to her song Canceled. I mean, it is really obvious. People are saying she's not political. She says she's not political, but this album is making a very strong political statement. And if you're not getting that, I would very much encourage you to listen to the actual words. They're not deep, but this album is full of microaggressions and statements. And the consumer is just smarter. This is not necessarily going to be great for Taylor Swift. Even though she doesn't care, she's a billionaire. People know that the only power we truly have is how we spend our dollars. So stop buying the shit. Don't listen to the album anymore. Don't buy the multiple versions that she comes out with. Don't go watch the movie. Don't get the merch. Don't go to the concerts. That is when you make a statement. That is when you say, we see you, we hear you. We're not about this. We don't agree with it. And that's how you make your voice heard, right? So be smarter.
Yeah, don't go to the concerts, crazies. How about we just solve it that way? Show her where the money's at. Do not go to the concerts. It's that easy.
Taylor Swift might not be a bad bitch and she might not be a savage, but she sure as fuck is a dumb bitch and an insecure girl. Over this past weekend, The Life of the Showgirl has been debuting with absolute ass reviews. From the lazy and unintelligent writing to the blatant micro and macro aggressions that are just rampant throughout the whole album, this is a stinker. And as a Taylor Swift hater, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see this happen. Because for the better part of a decade, a lot of us lived in the reality that Taylor Swift is not that great and that everyone else who is a Swiftie is clearly on that Kool-Aid. And finally, it seems like the blonde wool has been pulled off of their eyes and they are seeing her for what she is. This emperor has no clothes. This whole album only proves Taylor's critics to be correct. That she is not as talented as everyone has claimed for her to be. We all have agreed that she's not a great vocalist, but the thing her fans always clung to is that she's this amazing lyricist. She's the songwriter of the century. One of her Swifties correctly put it, her boyfriend must give her CTE by proxy because where was the writing on this? I'm sorry, there wasn't in the room, that's for sure. But you know what was in the room? Her anti-blackness. For, again, many, many years, Black women have said, we don't feel seen or represented in her music, so why the fuck would we listen to it? And everyone comes back gaslighting like, no, her music is for everyone. Really? With micro and macro aggressions like that, it sure the fuck doesn't sound like it. She was never beating those allegations with me, but she damn sure isn't beating them now. Because that leads me to the other point. She's the company she keeps. She's very clear about that, and she's very much okay with it. So now her fans have to be okay with it. Her circle consists of nothing but MAGA supporters, including her fiance. And she has said publicly with this album that she's okay with that. So that means her fans have to either be okay with that or not. But the fact is, she is aligning with this, and this album had nothing but dog whistles approving that. Ultimately, I do think she is a showgirl, and that she has been putting on a performance for the last 20 years of being a girl's girl, being someone her fans can relate to, when ultimately, that's not who she is.
Wow. 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 I can't even. Wow. I just wow. I can't even deal. All right, guys, this is going to be my last video, but I'm going to do a reading to see if she's canceled. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, my hair is like bothering me right now. She's a narcissist. That makes so much sense. That I believe more than anything, Noel. She's a total narcissist. I totally believe that. Oh my God. I just want to do something with my hair. So let me figure it out real quick. I got to go out in the street and mail my rosemary oil. If anybody wants a reading with me, come get it. Let's see. At 213-458-7408. All right, this is the best I could do, guys. If anybody wants a reading with me, thank you, Vicky Chicks. Contact me, 213-458-7408. I look horrible. It's all right. Stop, Tracy. Stop. Okay. Let's look at Taylor Swift and let's see. Is this the beginning of canceling Taylor Swift out of our lives? Is this the beginning? Is she the only white girl that's making albums right now, by the way? Is she the only one that's out there? Like literally doing something? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Taylor Swift. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Taylor is your child. She is your love. Oh, she is your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name, I pray. Amen, amen, amen. All right, let's lower the stage. If anybody would like a reading with me, contact me. I'm available today, 213-458-7408. Thank you, Vid Game Chicks. Sabrina Carpenter's. Oh, your hair is beautiful. Thank you, One Deep. It's my hair oil. I keep trying to tell y'all that I'm gonna have to stop selling, but my hair oil. If anybody wants some of this hair oil before I stop, which is gonna be soon, because the tariffs. TracyBrownLive.com. TracyBrownLive.com. All right, guys, let's lower the stage and let's see what. Well, you know what I want to do? Oh, let's see. Will Taylor Swift be canceled? I'm going to put the date, 2025. And I'm going to, oh, not as a banner. No. Yeah. Okay. And everything's allegedly, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Relax, Taylor. Relax. Don't come for me because then you kind of prove my point. Just ignore me. All right. Let's take a look. I get a fire sign man that is puppeteering this whole thing. I get the engagement. I get a secret is going to come out. A secret is going to come out. You know, I do get marriage because marriage is in the past, not going away, but coming in. I get new ground. New ground. I also think a baby's going to come through. I get the ships are coming in. I get that she's making money right now. But here's the interesting part. And this is where I always forget what my question is. That's why I'm going to start putting it. Yes, she will get canceled. Because she kind of has to be canceled. So the answer to the question is yes. But because she will make no money. People will stop spending money on her in the new year. So it's a resounding yes, but that's okay. Because what they're going to do is shift it. They're going to, the minute the sales don't show what they needed to show, they're going to shift it to her marriage. So there's a whole machine, this one man behind Taylor. They cannot let Taylor fail. So if you watch her carefully, things are not going to go well for her. Now, did she make the streaming, blah, blah, blah? Of course she did. She was supposed to. Why wouldn't anybody expect that she was going to be the top selling Spotify, blah, 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 blah? No one really knew the album. So, of course, she outsold it. This would be your last bucket of money. Because once the children start speaking to each other, Taylor, once the word of mouth of these kids, so things will begin to decline. Also, if she puts on a concert, she's going to have to depend on her previous songs, not her new songs. So people are going to get a good show regardless, but not because of the new songs. But ultimately, because of word of mouth, her stadiums won't be sold out. She kind of has to go on tour like right away to benefit from the popularity of her Spotify. Also, once her popularity wanes just a little, then you're going to know that it waned. Listen to me carefully, because they will talk everything about their marriage. Everything. It'll go from no NFL, no album sales to marriage, 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 marriage. We'll see her on NBC, ABC, the morning talk shows. We'll see them on, whatever. We'll see a plethora of an investment in making sure that people stay focused on them. Once it shifts to full-blown marriage, check the numbers. She's no longer selling. I'm also questioning how great of a football player her boyfriend is. I think he too is starting to lose his steam. And I think getting engaged helped him look like he was still a good football player. And that's where I think the NFL stepped in. I think the NFL stepped in because of him. They can't lose him. But he's also mediocre at best. Does anybody know anything about him? Because I don't understand how he could be so fat and still be a football player. Like, why isn't he lean? And how often does he play? Anyhow, the minute they switch gears to the marriage, I mean, heavy advertising, they both lost at this game. But people, the media is going to be eating up, not the people. The media is going to be eating up the marriage. Meanwhile, Palestine needs to be free. And that should be the American focus. All right, what are you guys saying now? He's getting, oh, Lord, there you go. He's getting into acting because he can't play ball. He was on Ryan Murphy's show, Grotesquerie, last year with Niecy Nash. There you go. Because he can't play ball no more. Travis does the bare minimum on the field. It's Mahomes that's doing most of the legwork as the quarterback. What, Quasia? I'm wondering what is the real reason that her fan base is upset about the album. I feel like her lack of musical evolution is because of how they have been projecting their expectations onto her. I mean, it could be true. I think a lot of it has to do with always attaching herself to the prepubescent age. And she's like 45. Like, it's like, why are you... It's almost a pedo thing. Why are you selling your music to 15-year-olds still? So it's Ghislaine Maxwell. She knew it was a PR stunt. Controversy pays. Right. Tracy, she's involved with that Blake Lively drama blowing up in her face. That Sabrina Carpenter music. Oh, she's still doing music. But not too many white girls are doing music right now. Also, I want to remind you guys that she is their version of Nicki Minaj. Because where's your jealousy that you had to bring his ex into it? For no reason. She's just trying to survive a public issue, and you want to throw salt to the wound, Ghislaine? I mean, Taylor? I mean, what? Yeah. Like, you want to do that to people, and you think your karma's not coming back to you? And I get it. I get it. You already stated you made a deal with the devil. I get it. Poor Kayla. Because you're going to finish this. Just like Nikki thinks she needs to finish everybody. The public is going to finish you. We'll see. We'll see. If y'all that stupid, not y'all, not my people. If y'all that stupid that y'all want to give that girl money, go right ahead. Go right ahead, Christians. You all sold your soul to the devil. She said it in her music, Christians. Whatever. I can't anymore. Starlight. Oh my God, I can't stand when people come in. Can we at least get them married? Don't go overboard. I'm not going to look for all that ugly. It's bad enough that I got to see that the public won't be supporting her. You want to look beyond the marriage and babies? Let me tell you something. Nobody's going to take Taylor down. She's a fucking Sagittarius. When she gets ready, she'll bounce back as a lesbian. Stronger and more powerful. Relax, Starlight. Don't come on here and looking for extra drama. Stay focused. I can only do tomorrow. I can't do 10 years from now. I don't know how long this contract is for her and this idiot boy Travis to stay together. I don't know. I know one thing, they got to get a baby out, and I'll tell you something else. It has to be a boy. Now we're in China. They're going to make sure she has a boy. They do not want a girl from her. That's how I know it's going to be IVF. They're going to pull her shit out, and they're going to make sure that they get a very clean male sperm. Maybe I get that, Quasia, because it feels fake. All right, child. Remember, she's their version of Nicki Minaj. And right now, in this 999 portal, all these holes aren't going to make it. Oh, look, look, look. Detective. Why did they hide one of her recent entrances to a game? Is she pregnant already? You know, I was wondering about that too, but we can't get a clean girl image out. We can't get a clean girl image out if she's pregnant already. So how could she be pregnant already? Because we need to get her married next month. What do you think? We need to get her married next month. Detective, right side up. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Maybe that's for you guys. Maybe the final outcome is for y'all. Eyes wide open. Look how she's looking through the book, pretending to read, but she's really observing everything. So I'm going to need y'all to be on your A game. Spy, double agent, sleuth, Sherlock Holmes, private investigator, seeks out information that supports solving crimes. And this is absolutely a crime. Combines great powers of observation with highly evolved intuition. Use your intuition. Start looking at Taylor side eye. Start looking at Taylor with the side eye. The spy is associated with serendipitous acquisition of secret information regarding politics, NFL politics, business, national security. Shadow detective manifests as voyeurism. Oh no. Examine your passion for using your powers of observation to get at the truth. So, Taylor Swift just got married. Did Donald Trump say anything about it? Intuition, powers of observation. He hasn't said anything about it yet, and he hates her. So, does that tell you that maybe she's a Republican now? Just saying. Powers of observation. Taylor Swift cannot be trusted. Don't let your little girls listen to Taylor Swift. They're being mind fucked. She dances with the devil by her own admission. All right, guys. I'm over it. But he didn't put her down, though. He didn't put her down. Yeah, and I know they can move the timeline faster, but we'd have to get her married tomorrow. That's weird. I don't know. We'll see. When was the engagement? 2 months ago? Wasn't it like 2 months ago? She's got to get married tomorrow. All right, guys. This was a great read. Thank you. It was fun. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye. It's like Ursula running out of time. Who's that? Funtime said he congratulated her. Remember, he hates her. Why would he congratulate her? Oh, man. Don't be fooled, everyone. Don't be fooled. She's on board. Oh, the Sea Witch with the Little Mermaid. It's like Ursula running out of time. Oh, yeah. In my opinion, allegedly. What happened, Charm? What did you say? Oh, you want me to say, in my opinion, allegedly? Oh, she's so lackluster and mediocre. He's getting into, oh, okay. She's lackluster and mediocre, in my opinion, allegedly. Yes. It's all for fun, Taylor. I know you just as crazy as Nikki and you like to go after people, but child, get a sense of humor. All right, love you. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.